timing of the CPU is different a little bit, I guess. But Beck, they were actually right behind Beck, so he was on lap 3. When you're setting up that red shell and they're right behind you like that, instead of doing that nice going to the middle of the track slow approach, they'll actually, if the CPUs are around you, they'll like hightail it like at them, and which messes up your setup for that shell skip. So what Beck did is he saw that, and he saw that it wasn't gonna that setup. He would have basically had to sit there and wait for the CPUs to pass in order for that shell setup to work on lap 3. So instead of doing that and waiting for the CPUs to pass, he actually just ditched the shell and just finished the race non-shortcut, which probably is, about the same time, but it was less risk that way. So I think that was probably the best call there. But it's good. It shows you that he was aware of where the CPUs were, and he was able to actually leverage that knowledge in that decision-making process, which is pretty nice. And maybe Beck, if you're listening and can comment, was that what can you confirm that was your process, or was I off base there?
Yeah, that was definitely what was going on.
Cool.
And to be honest, I hadn't tested it in 100cc at all. Like, that was the first time I've ever done that in 100cc. And I just kind of was thinking that the last red might get messed up, so I just went ahead and tossed it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think getting a sub-1 Mario Raceway on the first try is probably better than average.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. We should probably check in. We haven't checked in with MR for a while. Probably talk to the current race leader.
Probably.
Yeah. MR, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I was concentrating.
Yeah. Well, don't let us break that concentration. Nice. You're doing the no item 100cc royal jump, which I was actually really impressed when I saw you do that on 50cc.
Yeah, compared to 50, it's pretty easy, but I'm very happy about the 2 out of 3 success on 50cc.
Yeah, so it seems like, I'm not sure if you've been listening or if you're keep an eye on other streams. It looks like you're about 1 race ahead of Beck right now. It's like things have been going pretty well for you.
Yeah, except KD, where I had 2 golden shrooms and no star, and red shells CPUs stole from me, so there was a messed up race. Apart from that, it's very good.
Yeah, I saw you got like a 31-second Mario Stadium on 50cc, which is... I didn't catch your time on 100cc, but 31 on 50cc.
21 seconds, tries. So also great.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that
was
the
mode speed difference.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's pretty great. If you can get a 31 on 50 and a 21 on 100, I think pretty much everyone would take that first try every time.
Yeah, since I've been doing some skips runs for maybe 1.5, 2 weeks now. I think I have increased my success on Wario Stadium for some reason. So it just clicks at the moment. I know what to do there, and I hope it won't stop.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I think it's one of those things where it's like a timing feel, and I'm at the point I started doing some skips attempts as well, and I'm at the point where I just don't have that feel yet. So like that's definitely a frustrating feeling when you're like just running into the wall over and over and you're not getting over.
Yeah,
so,
I know how that feels.
Yeah. So how? Walk us through your what was your? I know going back a little bit here, but for 50cc Rainbow Road, did you practice that at all? Like, do you have a certain strategy in mind, like for attempting that? Like, what was your thought process there?
I didn't practice much because I don't have a Game Shark, and it's a bit awkward and takes long to set up to practice because it's the 4th track of the cup. So
right.
I practiced the first tracks like Toad's Turnpike, Luigi Raceway, and Wario Stadium, also DKJP. Practiced them more. But yeah, I went for the normal shortcut because Dotman, we talked about it on Discord. Dotman told me, hey, try to put an MT there and try it then. And I got it a couple of times, so I just went for it. But yeah, I missed it. And the green shell skip, I was a bit lucky to get it on lap 2 because I think I missed the green shell twice. But then tumbled close to the finish line, tumbled over the fence, and just had the speed to cross the finish line there. So a bit lucky, but yeah, also maybe deserved. That's
well,
up to you.
I think, yeah, no, I know. In this game, and it's a lot can happen in a 3-hour race, but it's pretty apparent with your success on things like Wario Stadium that you've done some preparation here. So I wouldn't call it blind luck or anything.
Yeah, and can you tell me how did Beck perform there on Rainbow Road? Did he attempt the spiral or what?
Yeah, so it was kind of funny. He had a green shell and a banana, and he tossed the green shell away.
He had triple greens, actually.
Well, he had triple greens, but one of them got hit by something.
Right, but still with double greens.
He had two greens. And then he had a banana. He threw him away so he could feed DK a banana. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was just Beck being silly, but yeah, it was actually so it was kind of funny. It was funny. We were
Flippy just got a pretty nice 26 on the Wario Stadium.
Oh yeah, and Dan looks like he's Beck and Dan. I mean, oh man, Dan just cut the wall on the last jump. Yeah, Flippy and Dan are really tight, and then Beck is not too far behind MR. He's about maybe a minute and a half. But again, I mean, within an hour run, I mean, a minute or two is not that much. So you still got extra mode, which will be interesting to see how that all shakes out. You can easily.
I think especially on extra Toad's Turnpike with the cars coming at you, people are trying the shortcuts. It's going to be very different, I think.
Did you practice extra mode at all, MR?
Not really. Just maybe twice each of the shortcuts. That's all. So the least of all.
Yep. Yeah, it's what's interesting about extra is that these guys have put in like thousands of hours, some of them playing this game, and when you put that much time into a game and you're so used to like the muscle memory for a track doing it one way, when you just flipping the course around, mirroring it messes with that muscle memory, and it feels very foreign. So even though it's exactly the same, just flipped around, it's difficult to get those kind of tight lines that you're used to in other modes. Is that how you feel, Matthias, or is that just me? You may have lost Matthias.
Oh no, it's the wrong one.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it. We were speaking about extra mode, so I was thinking, okay, go for the left dot. The left one.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to.
I was already messed up.
Sorry about that. I wasn't trying to throw you off.
No, it's not your fault.
Yeah, so Yoshi Valley, we were talking about item probabilities earlier. It's a strange one from item probability perspective because the very best item, without a doubt, is triple mushrooms.
Right. Yep.
But triple mushrooms is less likely in 8th than it is in I think 3rd.
5th and 6th, I think, are the optimal. I think it's 25% in 5th and 6th, and 20% in 4th. So really, you want kind of aim for that 4th. And the other thing too is on Yoshi Valley, when you sit there and you sandbag at that first item box, you kind of have to watch the CPU and kind of like how many CPU are passing me, how many CPU are still left to pass me, so you can try to trigger the item at right when you're 56, because on the you don't see what position you're in on the heads-up display, because on Yoshi Valley they put in that question mark. They hide your position, and they put
the game does know what position you're in.
Right.
You could trick it back, but just to make things even more confusing.
But it's just unfortunate where you're trying to get, or like, a lot of these speedrun 150cc runs really kind of come down to getting triple shrooms on Yoshi Valley. That's such an important, critical thing. Like, that's the one track where you can't really. It's harder to time that because the game's hiding your place from you. So it's kind of funny how that works.
It's also a point of discussion for many on the definition of the skips run category.
Oh, the hairpin jump, you mean? Or
No, just the category itself is defined as starting on Mushroom Cup and Special Cup.
Oh, yeah. Well, so what's interesting about this 100% category is that right now all these guys who are on the mainstream, they basically agreed for the viewing experience of this race to race the tracks in specific orders. I'm sorry, the cups in specific orders. The only real requirement for this category is that you have to beat all of the 150cc cups, unlock those gold trophies in order to race extra. Because if you have a game cartridge that's not unlocked, it has not been unlocked, in order to play extra, you have to beat, you have to get gold in all of the 150cc cups. So the only real requirement for track order in 100% is doing 150 prior to doing extra. But so on 150cc, the established protocol is to do all the cups in order: mushroom, flower, star, special. But in 100%, really that doesn't exist anymore. So other than the 150 then extra requirement. So it'll be actually interesting to see if this category kind of continues to grow, to see what kind of order strategies kind of evolve out of certain things like a Yoshi Valley getting triple shrooms is such a key thing in 150, but I don't know. I don't think I know enough yet about the intricacies of 100% to say that that's going to be the defining or that's going to be the primary criteria for choosing mushroom special to go first or early in the ordering. So it's things like 50cc Rainbow Road might be more important in terms of getting that to work versus triple shrooms on Yoshi Valley. But so anyway, yeah, it's interesting that you bring that up because in 150cc, that's not really an element. There's no routing involved really in terms of deciding how you do things. But in 100%, I think it's going to be a bigger factor in determining world record attempts and things like that. So Matthias, have you given any thought if you were to continue?
Ooh, he just
on
made
this
the
category?
shortcut. Good job, Matthias.
Sorry, Jones.
Oh, sorry. Drew? What was you talking about? Just
well, I guess we're in
jump?
100 now, so it's not as hard. But
yeah, so we should say that
still barely made it though, actually, and Beck clipped through the
it
fence
was close.
basically there too.
But normally it's not that difficult. So did you ask me about the order of future
I guess
100% runs? Or?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So my question to you is I know today it's a set order, but have you given any thought to if you were to continue on?
No, I haven't thought about it
category
yet. Maybe it's interesting to do Special Cup first. If possible, to get Yoshi Valley and Rainbow Road out of the way.
Yeah. But would you do But then, so the question is, do you do 50cc special, then 100cc
Yes.
special, and then? Yeah.
I was just concentrating on the green shell skip. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's hard for me to stop talking when you got.
Yeah, especially in English. Ask me in German and we can talk.
Yeah. Could be Deutsch, I guess. I don't know.
Nice job on that green shell setup, by the way. It was clean.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yes. No. Ah. Wow.
Uh-oh.
It looked.
Spoilers.
Like it was over.
Oh yeah, he's got the triple greens.
Yep.
And it sounded like it looked good and it wasn't.
That was stupid.
Oh man.
Oh
So
wow, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
That looked good and then
The green was just a little bit too far away from the.
Okay.
Yeah,
calm
you know
down.
We'll let you concentrate on this, Bert.
yeah, because Beck is
got it
catching
now.
up here.
You got it.
Yeah. Was a bit too excited about the triple greens.
Well, you know what's interesting, I think, with the triple greens is that